Hi, my name is Gibson, and I'm the co-owner and creator of the Personal Development School. This is your daily breakthrough video, and in this video, I want to talk to you a little bit about how dismissive avoidance and fearful avoidance or anxious preoccupied individuals get stuck in this trap of miscommunication in their relationship dynamics. And I'm referring mostly in this video to like romantic relationship dynamics, but this can also apply to friendship dynamics, family relationship dynamics, basically any type of dynamic, including coworkers, colleagues, all of that as well. But obviously, there's a more profound emphasis on the romantic relationship as it applies to this specific topic. So before I dive in, if you want to check out our 90-day challenge and sign up, there is a link in the description box below. You can use the coupon code with you, all one word. You also have a money back guarantee if you're not like over the moon when you enter into the school. Our 90-day challenge begins March 1st, and our first cohort of 90-day challenge individuals who completed all of the work required. So basically 2 courses per month. Each course is about 3 hours or so in length. Well, no, that's like the upper end. It's like an hour and a half to 3 hours. Usually they're right around 2 hours and 15 minutes. But so 2 of those a month. There's a very intensive workbook with every course. They're like between like 15 to 25 pages, usually kind of the upper end of that. And then if you join 2 live webinars a week, 96% of people who came in through that, reported becoming significantly more secure within that 90-day period. So very exciting news. You can check out that challenge. It's led by one of our attachment coaches. He goes through and like helps organize everybody, engages with everybody daily. And we also have added social events for this. So you can check it out below. There's a lot of like accountability and teamwork, and people can pair up and work with each other on the exercises, all that exciting stuff. So this topic for this video is something that I really wanted to discuss in a lot of detail because it's something I've historically noticed in couple sessions forever, like all the time. And it specifically applies to the dynamics between attachment styles. And it's that when dismissive avoidants are communicating, they are so easily hurt by words. And when people say critical things or call them mean names or say things like, oh, you're not a good partner, or you're this, or you're that, it cuts them to the core. It's very, very painful for dismissive avoidance. And for anxious preoccupied or fearful avoidance, usually they won't personalize words so much. They'll have this sort of awareness, because it's often a reflection of something that they can do, that words don't really have that much meaning when they're saying things when they're angry. They know it's coming from a place of anger and frustration that's been built up, as opposed to thinking that it's a true belief that somebody carries about them. And so they won't personalize words too much, but they take actions very personally. When a dismissive avoidant pulls away, doesn't call back, shows up, really late to something, things like that, they take actions, and the actions of other people, or the lack of actions of other people, really cut them to their core. Whereas words, they can sort of let roll off their shoulders. In certain cases, of course, everybody will get hurt with certain words or certain actions if they're very extreme. Like, if you just never show up to a vacation with your romantic partner and just don't call or say anything, and you're just stood up for 7 days, those actions would hurt anybody, irrespective of attachment style. Or if somebody says something really mean and harsh and personal, it's like a big core wound, and they know, obviously that's going to impact people. But as a general rule, dismissive avoidance, when they see actions in other people, somebody doesn't call them back, or somebody, hurts them or does something hurtful through actions, usually they can let that roll off their shoulders too, quite effectively. And so the reason I'm saying this is because what I notice a lot of the time is that people don't realize how much they're being impacted by one another's actions or words. Fearful avoidants won't realize, anxious attachments won't realize how deeply what they say can affect their dismissive avoidant partner. And dismissive avoidants won't realize how deeply what they do or what they don't do, their inactions even, how deeply those things can affect their fearful avoidant or anxious preoccupied partner. And so it's really important, and this sort of goes back to this idea of sympathy versus empathy. It's so important that we learn to try to understand, when we're trying to connect with somebody from an empathetic perspective, where that person is coming from, not through how we would respond, but through what we understand about that person and how they would respond to something like that, what they need. And so as we start to sort of develop this awareness more and more, we can see, oh my goodness, maybe when I say a charged word or I say something harsh or rude in the spur of the moment when I'm upset, even though if somebody else said that to me, it wouldn't really hurt me. Wow, it could really hurt this person differently. Or, hey, when I'm just feeling a certain way and my actions are not showing that I'm supporting or that I'm caring or showing up, that inaction could really hurt somebody deeply in a way that it wouldn't necessarily hurt me. So it's very important to help us understand somebody else's perspective by putting ourselves in actually their shoes, not our own shoes, assuming we're over there where they are. And that difference is very important for the health and vitality of our romantic relationships, but any relationships in general. So I thought this was really important to raise. It's a big place that miscommunication can take place. Hopefully this makes a whole lot of sense. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.